Καλώς ήρθατε, and thanks for watching Your Greek News. This week's episode is brought to you by Greek Blogger Camp. I'm your host, Anastasia. Last week saw the final Tri-City tour performance of Enthymion, an elaborate production of singing, acting, and dancing put together by Odyssey dance troupe from Ottawa, Paradosi Hellenic Dance Company from Toronto, and the Troupe Folklorique Greque Syrtaki from Montreal. This is the first time the three dance troupes have collaborated on a production of this scope, which has been in the works for over a year and brings together audiences of Greek and non-Greek descent to lose themselves in the memories, keepsakes, and Greek folklore this production so well embodies. Enthymion, the Greek word for keepsake, is the story about how our past is never forgotten and never left behind. Whether it's an expensive family heirloom or a common everyday object, a keepsake is sometimes all one needs to trigger that notion of nostalgia, memory, or perhaps a moment in time. Based on this idea of a keepsake, the three dance troupes wove their own story of self-discovery.
Eleni in the beginning plays me coming as an immigrant to Canada. And she's dressed in the Paradosi stoli. She comes to Canada with her father, and her mother stays behind, Garifalya. And so we're playing now in the 80s, where my daughter goes up to the attic and discovers the trunk with all the Enthymion, all the keepsakes.
And then she goes through the trunk, she rummages through it, and she comes across a whole bunch of different keepsakes, 6 in total, to represent the 6 regions that we're actually performing this evening. And when she picks up a keepsake and she kind of looks at it, it triggers the actual scene on stage. So you actually get to see the origin of where that keepsake came from. So what we're doing then is we're connecting our folklore heritage to all the little memories that we hold close to us, whether they're triggered through a song or an object or a piece of clothing.
Each of the dance troupes took turns bringing to life traditions from different areas of Greece. Paradosi reenacted a Pontian baptism.
What the audience will have a chance to see is some of the traditions that go on surrounding baptisms in Pondo and in Pontian communities. Basically, the family awaits the godparents to come with the baptismal clothes. In this case, it's an actual miniature version of Pontian stoli. The dancing and the partying happens way before the people even get to the church, so they'll see that. They'll see also,
after having 3 children baptized, you wear the fota, which is an apron.
Right. It's like a rite of passage.
La Troupe Folklorique Greque Syrtaki brought to life the timeless tradition of a Greek wedding, particularly from Cappadocia in Asia Minor.
We're wearing Aegean coastal costumes, which are also found throughout Asia Minor, but not particularly in Cappadocia. It was known that within the weddings, though, that many visitors from other villages would also come and partake in the wedding. And the wedding would not only last one day, as we ritually do it today, but rather would last over weeks and even months.
Sarah Beckett, one of the organizers from Odyssey, explains her experiences working on the production.
It's been totally different from anything I've ever done before. I know personally I've never been involved in such a artistic and cultural endeavor, but it was absolutely fantastic. Working with both Chris and Maria, as well as the other 2 groups, it was just a great experience, and coming together and bringing the culture and the music and all the different musicians and dancers. It was really a great experience. And the headpieces from the area of Thrace, Metaxades. And it is a very elaborate costume, but it's fun to wear. It's great. It looks beautiful on the headpieces. You know, it takes a little while, but the outcome is always nice.
Besides the detailed dancing and authentic costumes, the dance troupes also brought in musicians from all over Canada and Greece to invigorate the production.
Well, we are one of the musicians. I play the clarinet. We're a band of 8 people. We have our lyre, our drums, our percussions. We have a violin, a lauto. And I'm just a wind instrument of the band. I was originally a jazzist. I played jazz. And then through the love of Greek culture, I sort of fell towards the path of playing traditional music.
I think for me, it's hearing all the music, and it makes you feel a certain way, and then you want to act like your character, and it really makes you want to do it really well, and it gets you in the mood, and you get pumped right before the show because you hear the music go on, you're like, all right, so now I'm ready to do Enthymion.
For more information on the dance troupes and the production itself, visit the Enthymion website by clicking on this window now. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to join us next week. I'm Anastasia, bringing you your weekly dose of Your Greek News.